Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another TCGO video. Today we are doing a testing for kind of worlds. I'm testing for everything that I think I'll run into this weekend. It's Worlds weekend. I'm playing at the Anaheim Open. I'm testing that today, but we are decided on who is the, or we're drawing who's the winner on the Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele has spiked in price, and I knew it was going to happen. It's going up to shaman prices. Let me go on TCG Player right now. This is where I do all my, like, how much it's worth kind of stuff, which I know that Lele, a lot of these have been bought recently. So that's the other thing, what market price is. So the cheapest one right now is $48, and market price is $48. It's worth $48 right now. When we started this giveaway, I think it was around $35, so it has gone up $13 in price. I'm very excited for that because Tapu Lele is such a good card, especially now that VS Seeker is getting rotated out. It's going to become a staple to have 3 in your deck. So, if you guys get one, that's one of the 3. Let's see. We have 1 prizes here. I think everything is good. I don't know what to do about these. I have no idea. I'm still new to these giveaway, but we're going to draw a winner. Let's see who it is. Winners to draw. Oh my god, that scared me for a second. Like, what the heck is happening? But now we just have to draw 1 winner's unpicked with 859 potential users that can win. Good luck to everyone. And the winner is... Oh, I can't show, once again, I can't show everything on here. It is Madison! Madison with entry number 1784. Congratulations on your victory. I'm sorry, I'm shuffling too. You are from Colorado. I have your email, so I will be sending you an email. Anyways, congratulations. We will be doing another giveaway soon. If you guys have a recommendation on a card or something we could be doing a giveaway with, I am considering making a playmat art, not my own, having someone professional do it, and seeing if I could get like 10 mats printed out, and maybe I'll do a few of those as a giveaway. I don't know, we'll wait and see. But if you guys do have a specific card other than a Lele, I don't want to do back-to-back Leles. I don't know, I'm kind of lame. But anyways, guys, I hope you do enjoy this video. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another TCGO video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am doing some massive amount of testing these past few days. Luckily, I have UHC, so it gives me more time to end up working on this kind of stuff. But we're preparing for Worlds weekend. And I have 3 decks. I'm not going to say what they are, but I have 3 decks in mind. I haven't decided on what I'm running yet. This is one of them. I don't like showing off all my deck stuff, but this is what I like. There's a few texts that I added in here that I'm not showing here because I want to surprise people. I don't know, I'm scared. I'm nervous to show off my entire decks. But I do like this deck a lot. Wait, where's the there we go. I was gonna say export. This is a Vikavolt Bulu. A lot of people call it Vikabulu. I like that name, Vikabulu. With a Tapu Koko tech in here. This deck doesn't have any auto losses, which is why I really, really like it. You don't just auto lose to something because it has a certain card on here. Reason being, the one weakness you have in this deck is fighting. Fighting, easy. The only fighting decks you'll probably see this weekend is Lycanroc, which Lycanroc, if you're running Tapu Bulu, you have weakness on it right back, so you can one-shot it with Nature's Judgment. So if you do get a Vikavolt set up and you get 1 Bulu set up, that's pretty good. And then you get another one on the bench, and you could manually set that one up, because you'll never need to use the 180 unless you want to knock out a Lele, but I don't think that's necessary. And you can also use Tapu Wilderness to keep him alive while you're setting up the other one. I don't think there's any auto losses. The number 1 card that's going to be played this weekend, in my opinion, is going to be Gardevoir. Gardevoir is going to be the... It's got the most hype around it, and I think people think that assume it's going to be the best deck. And I see why. It's a very good deck. I don't personally like it because it's not my playstyle. It's too slow. Even though this is one of the slowest decks, it's too slow for even me. And it's very easy to pick off Pokemon with Lysanders and stuff like that. I don't like that at all. So, what is my counter to Gardevoir on this deck? Well, Bulu on its own matches up very well against Gardevoir. Gardevoir is hitting for 30 times the amount of energy that's attached to Gardevoir and your opponent's Pokemon. Bulu normally has 3 energies attached to it. But, if your opponent's running Gardevoir, you hit it for 180 and you have 0. So, your opponent has to get 6 energies in order to one-shot Bulu on his Pokemon. And if you hit him beforehand for 180, it's an easy knockout the next turn. So if you do end up knocking him out the following turn, that 6 energy is going straight in the discard pile, possibly 5 with a choice band, but that's a lot. That's a lot just going away. Another tech that I have for Gardevoir is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko, I think everyone knows what it does. When you play this card, you can attach all electric energy to this Pokemon and you have to put it in the active spot. That's good to get a Bulu out of there and set up a different Bulu. And also, if your opponent has a lot of energies attached to Gardevoir, namely, like 5, like I just said, like what it needs to knock out Bulu, Tapu Thunder GX does 50 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Gardevoir has 230 HP, so all I need to do is hit for 250, so that those 5 energies I talked about with the Choice Band knocking out Bulu, this knocks him right back out. And that takes away a lot of energy from him. And Sky High Claws does 130, and that's a 2-shot on him. Very, very good counter. I don't say that this deck is favored against Gardevoir. I still say it's in favor of Gardevoir because it's very hard to keep up with once it gets going. But if you survive, if you get a Vikavolt set up the second turn, I think it's almost an auto win. But if you don't, I think you lose. It's hard. It's very difficult. I like this deck a lot. From the new Burning Shadows set, the only card that I actually run in this from that set is one Guzma. I don't like Guzma too much in this deck, but that's my one way of getting a Vikavolt out of the stranded active position if I can't get that Floatstone out on him. I don't want to waste energies or anything like that. I just don't like it. This is a very simple deck list. I do like it a lot. I'm trying to think of something that could be useful from Burning Shadows. Wishful Baton I could see being good, but at the same time, it's like I want to discard those energies and then Brock's Grit, Energy Recycler, or Super Rod them back in there so I could use Vikavolt again. So I don't think it's necessary, and if your opponent uses a Field Blower, it's just gone. It was just a waste of a thing. I do run Fighting Fury Belts in here because I do like having that 220. Like I said, it's harder for Gardevoir to knock me out. It's not possible for Drampa to knock me out unless he Field Blowers it away, and that kind of stuff. And also Metagross. Metagross, I will say, is one of the... Actually, no, I think Metagross is almost an auto loss. That's probably the one bad matchup for this deck. Mainly because Tapu Bulu has 180 HP. Tapu Koko, I believe, has 170. Yeah, no resistance. If Tapu Koko had a resistance to Steel, which a lot of electric Pokemon do have, that would kind of be game-changing, to be honest. That would make it a lot easier on me. Oh, this is wrong. There we go. That was bothering me for a second. But yes, this is the deck we're playing today. Sorry for a lot of talking. I am testing for Worlds, so I like going over my stuff here. Some things that could be changed in here, in my opinion. You could run one less rare candy and add maybe a Super Rod or something like that to it as well. There's always options. Your goal is to bridge it first turn, like majority of the evolution decks. You want to start off with Bulu. You want to bridge it first turn for 2 Grubbins and a Bulu on the bench. If you can, use Tapu Lele. I do think you need 3 Tapu Leles in this deck in order to bridge it first turn, or just keep it consistent. Okay, so now that I've kind of gone over like the top decks, I do think that Metagross is dang near an auto loss unless you're able to hit the Hex Maniacs on the right time. I don't think there's any other auto loss. I really don't. That's a big common deck. But if you could hit Hex Maniacs, if you could string them together and make sure that they're not able to keep on charging up with Metagross, and if you could hit Field Blowers at the right time, that's big. Another loss is if you're playing Garbodor and you can't find Field Blowers. I run 3 in this deck specifically for decks like Metagross that rely on 180 with a Choice Band. If I could get rid of those early on in the game, it makes it a lot easier for me. And also, Garbodor. You need to get rid of those Floatstones. And you need to make sure you count on that. Okay, we're going up against a Grass Normal, it looks like. Oh, that's a bad start. You don't want to start off with Koko. And I need to have Lele. If I don't hit an N or a Sycamore, I have to Lele for a N. Which I don't like. But I can't just go... there's no reason for me just to bridge it here. Very well I could. And it could benefit me in the later runs, but right now it's too risky. Yeah, way too risky. We're going to attach, and we're just going to Lele, because that's all we can do right now. Oh, that kind of sucks. And it looks like my Bridget is prized anyways, so... yeah, so much for thinking too much on that one. No Grubbin line prized, 1 Bulu prized. Anything else noticeable? 1 Ultra Ball prized, 1 VS Seeker prized. 1 Electric Energy prize and 1 Grass Energy prize. Okay, so nothing terrible. Nothing great, but nothing terrible. That Bridget prize might actually benefit me because I wasn't going to use it first turn anyways. Alright, that's not a good draw. I will also say the one thing that kills Bulu is Bulu itself. If you can't get set up early on, if you don't have a good chance on like third turn of getting a Vikavolt set up, you're looking terrible. And right now we're looking terrible. If I have to Sycamore away those 2 rare candies, I'm in trouble. A lot of people run Alolan Vulpix in this deck. I don't think it's useful. I don't think it's good, honestly, like at all. A tech that I would say is useful. Ooh, it's Necrozma Decidueye. Probably Alolan Ninetales as well. This is kind of a deck similar to what Yellow Swallow was running against me. Ooh, okay, that's good to see. Those 2 and a Revitalizer is very good to see go in the discard pile. That sucks to see. Shaman for 1, I'm fine with that. He's going through, or she's going through, sorry, it's a she. She's going through her deck very fast and not using everything to the full potential, which is nice. And if she doesn't get that, see, I'm still not in a good position right now. Do I want to hex? No, I can't hex. I can't. That would be... I have to go for the Sycamore. I have to get rid of the 2 rare candies. I still do have 1. There it is. In my deck. Okay, that was actually a really good draw. Really good draw. Okay. I'm going to save that stuff. I don't need it right now. Don't want a Super Rod yet. Done. Hexmaniac could have been big there. It could have been very big. He is... Ooh, I shouldn't have placed down the second Bulu. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He is going to focus on getting... No, he's not. Okay. I was going to say using Black Ray GX to get the damage all across. Ending me, that's perfectly fine. As long as I go into something else here. Hopefully a Skyla and a Vikavolt or... No Vikavolt. We did get a Charge-a-Bug, which is nice. So, third turn, we should have... Fourth turn, we should have no issue getting Vikavolt up. But right now... Oh. Oh, okay. I did not expect that. Evolve one of you. Okay. That's more important. Do that. And N. I should have Sycamore, not N. That was dumb of me. Good news is we did... I think he's gonna get his Vileplume up this turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab... Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Hex. I like that play. If he knocks out one of my Pokemon, so be it. That's fine. This turn, if he brings up Necrozma, he's doing 100 across the board. I still do have Tapu Wilderness GX, so I can heal that on one of my Bulus. And also, I get a Revenge Knockout. Because he has 4 already on there. He's going to attach 1 more if he's got a Grass Energy. So that will be great for me. I don't want to use my GX move, though. I don't want to use my GX move. Not at all. Trainer's Mail. He's digging for that Vileplume, and he's going to get it. Unless he decides on something else. I can't... He might decide on a Decidueye over the Vileplume, and saving the Vileplume for the following turns. Because it may not be... He saw me use the VS Seeker. He saw me, like, you wouldn't use a VS Seeker unless you're going to use it, or if you think there's going to be a Vileplume up, so he knows that I don't have any more item cards in my hand. That I can use, at least. Wait, did he go for the Decidueye? Did he actually go for it? That's actually really good for me. Okay, and he's not going for the Black Ray GX. Ending was the right play there. Because, like I said, he knew that I had no thing in there. Give me a Vikavolt, give me Vikavolt, give me Vikavolt. That's a terrible hand. That's a terrible hand. He's going to grab Decidueye. Does he have a Vileplume in there? No, he doesn't. Okay. That's an absolutely atrocious hand. I don't want that hand. I will gladly give you this hand back. There's the Vileplume. Oh, give me a Sycamore. Give me a Sycamore and an N or something. I might actually use Tapu Thunder GX here. Just to knock out this Necrozma. He already attached this turn. Oh, dang it. Actually, I could just knock out this Decidueye. That's a little bit of a relief. Okay, I need that badly. And here. Do we have any other choice? Link, can you not take up all my chair? We did hit a Sycamore, which is nice. We did not hit the Vikavolt, which still sucks. Now the question is, the Tapu Thunder knocks him out. Is there any reason not to use it? I gotta play fast. I gotta play fast against this deck. This will put me down to 3 prizes. I've used all my ends. I still have 3 Sycamores in my deck. I'm going for the knockout. I don't like it, but I do like it at the same time. I would much prefer to have knocking out that Necrozma. That's not the end of the world. Those prizes were terrible to draw into. Okay, if you guys don't know what Vileplume does, by the way, Irritated Pollard, each player can't play any item cards from his or her hand. He's not going to be knocking out my Tapu Koko unless he gets another Decidueye set up this turn. I need to get Vikavolt up. I need to start taking knockouts. Guzma. Do not knock out my Charjabug. That's fine. I'm actually really okay with that. He's not going to attack me. He had no more energies. Heavy Ball. Why couldn't I play you? Heavy Ball or Ultra Ball? Okay, we do that. I want to knock out that Necrozma so bad. Thank you. There's the Vikavolt. And we got a Charjabug too. Nice. Okay, so now we shouldn't have issues setting up both of our Vikavolts the following turn, unless he does something nutty. Oh, thank God. Okay, I need to hit Brock's Grit soon. Much sooner than later. We Nature's Judgment here. We don't do 180 because I need to save the energy. He's not going to be able to knock me out this turn. At least I don't believe so. People are tweeting at me. Stop it, people. He got rid of some good stuff there. Didn't he have a Dartrix? Did he have a Dartrix and Decidueye in hand? Why didn't he evolve him? He's got Forest of Giant Plants in play. I saw that he had a Decidueye for sure. I didn't see the Dartrix, but I'm just kind of assuming. So, Koko is going to go down. Let's see. This is the super annoying part of playing against this deck. I need to hit Brock's Grit. I need to hit Brock's Grit. Not now, but sooner rather than later, I need to hit Brock's Grit. Do I want a Sycamore right now? Strong Charge. Okay, we have Lele in there. We have 2 Leles. The question is, where's Brock's Grit? Did I already get rid of it? H? Did you discard Brock's Grit? I did. Why did I do that? I need that energy, so I'm not gonna do anything else. Now the question is, do I want to knock him out? If I knock him out, I might be stuck up here. Let's not. Let's not. That's his 3rd DCE. He can't play Special Charge. That's his 2nd Grass Energy. He's going to struggle to get that Decidueye geared up. And he doesn't have a strong backup attacker either in play right now. He could Shaman. He could DCE, Shaman, retreat out. I'm not afraid of that, though. Ooh, okay. Is he going to Sharp Blade Quill to 20 of any of my Pokemon? Guzma? I need my Guzma. That's honestly what I was hoping to draw into. It's not the end of the world right now, because I can get this energy on him. Ooh. 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 Okay. Dream here is to hit... Well, it would have been to hit a Guzma. We're going to attach to you. He's going to get knocked out next turn. Yep, he's going to get knocked out next turn. I hit the Guzma. I hit 2 Lysanders. What I want to do here is next turn Guzma, and do I want to knock out... I think I want to knock out you, because I do have an energy recycler in there, and I need energies. I also do have a Hex Maniac, which might be important. He's going to grab Decidueye. Yep. That's not the end. He didn't Feather Arrow beforehand. He should have 100% Feather Arrowed beforehand. That was a misplay by her. She's only got 4 cards left in her deck, too. So, Yeah, no, I think we're fine. He's knocking out the Bulu. I keep saying he. I'm sorry. It's a she. I know what I'm saying. Don't worry. So we're gonna Guzma. 100% Guzma here. I can't knock out the Decidueye. I think I got a Guzma and knock out the Vileplume. Nature's Judgment. We keep all that on there. I don't think... He's got to hit a DCE and a Decidueye. I keep saying he. It's a she. She's got to hit a... Oh, nice. Decidueye and a DCE in order to knock me out this turn. Okay. Have I used a float yet? I swear to God, if you somehow get another Vileplume set up, I'm going to be so annoyed. I think you've used 2 Revitalizers and that should be it. I haven't used... Oh, I have used the float zone. It's on my other Vikavolt. And there goes that. I did hit Lysander though, so if he doesn't end... She doesn't end me here. I have Lysander in hand and I can knock out that Necrozma or the 2 Shamans. I will say Decidueye Plume got a lot better with Acerola. Acerola makes this deck a whole lot more consistent. It's still scary though. It's still... I still feel like I won this as long as there's no end. We get 2 cards and we get a third when we draw. Give me the Lysander or VS Seeker. That should be game. That should be game is key there. I have a Guzma in here, right? That energy recycler actually won me the game. Now that I was thinking about it, I don't think I had any more. Let's see. Do we have 5? No, I had 1 more energy. Okay, that did not win me the game. All I have to do is attach to you. And you. I do have a Guzma in here? Yeah. And we VS Seeker. And grab Guzma. Oh my god, that was a relief. We Guzma. Grab you. Well played. And now we can just retreat with you. This is why I also like Guzma. Early on in the game, you want to attach 1 energy to Lele just in case that happens. Yes. Oh my god, that was terrifying. That was actually a really good game. That was a really good game. Alright, that showed off Tapu Bulu and how deadly Decidueye can be. Alright, I was not recording or paying attention to see what my opponent was playing. I'm not actually against that. I kind of like not knowing what my opponent's playing. Because in best of 3 scenarios, more than likely I'm not going to know what my opponent's playing unless my opponent makes it really obvious. On, like, if he's got, like, red sleeves, I'll assume that he's playing Volcanion or something like that. This is a terrible start. If I started off with a Bulu there and I was able to Lele, we'd be able to get a Bridget off. But what we gotta hope for now is a miracle. That's not a miracle. That doesn't help us at all. We'll attach just so we are able to retreat for sure. And put that down. I'm not gonna retreat this turn, even if I can. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. I'm gonna attach to you. I want to bait out the Field Blower. I want to hope that he plays... It's a he this time. He plays a Field Blower so he gets rid of this Choice Band because I don't care too much about the Choice Band. Yep. Alright, we baited out the Field Blower. That's one of them. This could very well be an Espeon Garbodor deck. So, that's also why I was thinking... It could. In my mind, I was like, this is either an Espeon deck or this is a Sylveon deck. Either way, I'm fine with getting rid of the Field Blower. So, now we gotta make sure we hold on to things. I don't mind discarding a bunch of these energies. Sycamore got rid of a VS Seeker. That's good for me. We've only gotten rid of 1 item card. I have to be careful about that. I do feel like I have a very strong matchup against Espeon. The other thing that sucks is he did get rid of my Choice Band, which helps me one-shot you. But this turn, I should be able to do 30. I'm going to be able to retreat out 30 you. And then hopefully I could get a Vikavolt set. God dang it, that's not what I wanted to draw into. And now I want to hit a Super Rod. Okay. We have to retreat. I'm gonna Ultra Ball. I hate having to do this. But I know exactly what he's gonna try doing here, and it sucks. He's going to try getting a DCE down on this guy, and then using Divide GX and knocking out one of my Grubbins. If I didn't place down another Grubbin, I think I would just lose. It sucks. I did not want to do that. Ultra Ball. Sorry, I gotta stop shuffling. Whenever I'm sitting here at my desk and I'm just like either editing, sitting there just doing whatever with my hands, I'm usually shuffling. So okay. If you're running Garbodor, most of the time you don't need to run. Oricorio is not a bad tech, especially against Gyarados or Vespiquen. But I think that if you're running Garbotoxin, majority of the time that you're gonna need Flareon, Vaporeon, or Jolteon, it would probably be better just to get Garbotoxin up, if you know what I'm saying. There's the Floatstone, that sucks, but we do have a Field Blower, so we're fine. If you understand what I'm saying, like, what Flareon, Vaporeon they do, each stage one Pokemon in play is now an additional Fire type. So in this, god dang it, that's, okay. That's fine. That's fine. This sucks. We're gonna Field Blower. We're gonna be able to get rid of 2 of those, so that's really good. And I'm going to end Sycamore. How many item cards do I have in here? 3. He didn't have a Lysander or any energy in hand. I'm gonna Sycamore. I don't like getting rid of another item card, but I feel like I have to right now. Oh. Do I want to play the Rare Candy and evolve him? Kind of. Kind of. Oh, okay. Is it that important that I need to do that this turn? We're doing it. I want to knock out this Espeon as soon as possible. So. We're going to attach to you. Retreat out to you. Because I want to get rid of that thing. And we're going to Strong Charge. Okay. Alright. That is beautiful. Onto you. And we're going to attach onto you. Done. There's no way he's one-shotting me. If Lysander's here, now that I think about it, I'm in trouble. But I'm more worried about... I shouldn't... This is a tricky matchup. God, there it is. There it is. Okay. So many float stones. Like I said, I do run 3 Field Blowers in this deck. So I should have no issues getting rid of those. But I'm hoping that he places down another... I like being able to get rid of 2 things. I don't like using a Field Blower just to get rid of 1. And please end me. Sycamore. He is flying through his deck. Jesus. Okay. Okay, Sycamore. Anything good gone? Risky Stretcher is nice to get rid of, but everything else doesn't look like it really mattered. I do want to one-shot this Espeon so bad. And I'm glad that he didn't Lysander. That's perfectly okay. He's not hitting any energies. We need to end here. No, we don't need to. We Skyla. Just grab a Field Blower. No. I do run 3 in this deck, don't I? Am I messing up somewhere? This is what I was afraid of, but I was like, what are the odds that they're all prized? Well, we figured out the odds. Let's grab a Heavy Ball. And we're gonna grab a... I have 2 Bulus prized as well. This is a fun game. I'm not 100% positive if I have 3 field blowers in this deck. I'm almost positive, but I'm not 100% positive. So it might only be one that's prized. But regardless, I run 3 Bulus. Thank you for ending me. I actually do appreciate that heavily. Now the issue comes, I need to knock out something this following turn, and I didn't draw into any energy. Alright, it's gonna be one of these games. It's gonna be one of these games. I do need to Super Rod here. How many energies do I have in the discard pile? 4. We're gonna Super Rod. Going to grab all 3 of those. And we're going to N. I hate... Normally I don't go through items this fast in this deck against Garbodor, but now I'm just flying through them. Thank you. Jesus. Now I need to take knockouts. I very well could have just given his Garbodor... Oh, I don't like this. Yes, I do. If he gets 1 energy, Garbodor knocks me out. I'm almost positive I have 6 things in there. I swear to God, if I don't hit a field blower. Or a Bulu. I think those are the last 4 prizes. Am I missing something? Am I getting pranked? There's no Bulu, there's 1 field blower. There's one Bulu in play and 1 field blower. Alright, I don't think I can win this. I 100% don't believe I can win this. I need to slowly knock out this Trubbish and hope that he hits nothing. He's not hitting anything. What is this game? What is this game? I just hexed because I could. Like, it doesn't waste any items. The abilities are already off, so I might as well get in the discard pile. Please, just end your turn again. I shouldn't have a chance in this game at all. Oh, fantastic. Ah. Do I Brock Grit here? I think I do. Yes, I do. Alright. Get all of these back in there. Oh, I'm tilted right now. So stupidly badly. How much? 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we 9? We have 9 in there. It's doing 180. So even if I was able to Tapu Wilderness soon, Garbodor would just knock me out. The good news is he's got 1 Flowstone max remaining. Oh, please don't evolve to Espeon. You've already used 1. How many Espeons do you run in your deck? Please don't run 3. Please don't run 3. Please run 2. Please. Thank you. Oh, okay. We get another haphazard chance here. Give me the field blower. Would I prefer a field blower or a Tapu Bulu at this point? You can't retreat him out. Thank you, thank you. We're getting a knockout. We somehow have a chance in this. I'm not going to use that because I'm going to hope to God that I hit a Bulu. I prefer Bulu at this point. Give me Bulu. Thank you. Okay. Why do these have to be my prizes? Oh, here it comes. Okay. Do we have a chance? No. I think it might have actually been better if he had the field blower now that I'm thinking about it. Field blower, I would have been able to knock out those 2 float stones. We just throw up a Vikavolt and let it die. I'm sorry, Vikavolt. I don't like doing that to you, but it's gotta be done. Fighting Fury Belt. We end, because why not? On hopes that we hit more energies. Okay, we hit 1. And another N. This would be a miracle if we pull this off. With the cards that we've been dealt, quite literally, the cards that we've been dealt, there's no... Oh. Goodbye, Bulu. That's game. And he just retreats out and knocks me out. Yep. I can't concede. There's no possible way we can win this. 3 Bulus. 2 field blowers. Okay, it was 2 field blowers. I changed that up recently. I had to have. Okay, so I'm not as angry as I was, but yeah, no. That game tilted me to no end. Oh, she's so cute! That game tilted me to no end. I switched to 1 Fighting Fury belt and 2 choice bands. I actually decided that on the last time I played this. I just haven't updated it. And then I took out some card. I actually don't remember what it was. And I added a field blower. I took out Skyla. Skyla does add a bit of consistency to this deck, but it also adds a bit of inconsistency to this deck. Okay, we had a terrible start, but luckily we're getting another card. I do run 3 Tapu Lele's in this deck, so if we could hit an Ultra Ball and be able to get a lovely Bridget off, or even just draw into a Bridget, or just keep this. I'm telling you guys, Bulu kills itself, and if I don't get a amazing top draw here, or an Ultra, if he ends me, he's Leleing for Bridget. He wouldn't get rid of an N and then Lele for something other than a Bridget right now. He's got a VS Seeker or another N or another Sycamore in hand. He Pokemon Fan Club, never mind. It's the same thing, just there's no reason. What are you running that would merit? I mean, that kind of makes sense. So Pokemon Fan Club is you grab 2 Pokemon from your deck and put them into your hand. This is so tilting. The only card that would benefit, the only decks that you would run Pokemon Fan Club over, Bridget, is if you don't need that many bench spaces, or if you usually run EXs. But I guess it makes sense that you Lele for them. I would have said just keep an N or a Sycamore and just grab a Grubbin and not have to place down another Lele. But yeah, that's a fantastic Sycamore right there. We didn't have another choice, really. We can straight up just lose this turn. If he hits a field blower and yep. If he hits a field blower here and gets a Vigavolt out, it's game over. Or she does, sorry. This is so tilting. This is so tilting. Okay, she's not getting a Vigavolt out this turn, which is good news for me. So she's not donking me right now. And we will be able to get off of Bridget. Much later than my opponent. My opponent's gonna have... Oh, can't you just freaking end me? Actually, no, I don't want you to end me. Well, if you end me into like 2 Grubbins and a Bulu, I'd be very happy, and an N as well, but you don't have to do that. So we are gonna be a turn behind, but as long as she doesn't hit Field Blower, I will be able to survive any hit from this Bulu, and I will be able to retreat. Horn attack. No, now if she Nature's Judgment. Ah, crap. Okay. 2 Grubbins and you. Coco might come into play this game. I'm gonna play you down just in case she ends me. I'm gonna give her a Grubbin. I don't like giving up a Grubbin. But does she have the Vikavolt? Yeah. That's why she's been fan clubbing. Because she had that in her hand and she wanted to get it set up. It makes sense. Now she'll probably grab a Sycamore. Or a Lysander. She could very well grab a Lysander. Lysander would be risky because you're hoping to draw something good on your prizes. Which Okay. It's not a bad call by any means. I would just never make that call. Because all you're doing right now is knocking out a Grubbin. And you're grabbing 1 prize card instead of 2. That's why I'm iffy about it. That was an amazing top draw. Okay. Unluckily... No, rare candy. Unluckily, she did use Hexmaniac, so that did come in handy. But I got very lucky on that. That's the other thing. I don't think Field Blower is going to be that necessary, and I don't want to give her any more cards to just destroy me with. So I'm going for this. Okay, I'm gonna need to Lele next turn. Gonna attach that and just done. The reason why I didn't attach the electric energy to Bulu is because if I Coco this turn, I can knock out this Bulu if she doesn't use Nature's Judgment and discard the 3 energies. Right now, if she does that... Dang it. Okay, I was hoping to bait that in. Because it wouldn't be possible for me to get rid of that. But, as long as we get a little lucky here... Nope. Nope, no luck. No luck. I want to N. And I don't want to use Strong Charge yet. I want to use that... I want to get a Grass Energy. I need a Grass Energy. Give me a Grass Energy. Thank you. You gave me 2. Hopefully that wasn't one too many. How many energies do I have in here? Just 1. Okay, we should have no issues being able to Strong Charge and knock out this Bulu. She does have the prize lead right now, but we could very well come back. Do I do this and I grab another Bulu. Yes. I do have a play next turn. I have a VS Seeker, so I don't need to grab a Lele here. Okay. I think we're fine. What she would need to hit is a Bulu and an energy. She can bring up this Coco, which has free retreat, and have no issues. Being able to get more damage off. We Nature's Judgment here. We don't use Tapu Wilderness GX. Even though that would knock him out, because it does 180, I'd rather save that in my back pocket and just hope that she doesn't draw into anything. 2 Grass Energies. That's where all my Grass Energies are. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't count how many energies I had when I last Strong Charged. That might have been smart. Okay, so she's not Buluing me. She's not knocking me out. That's good to know. He's doing 180. Do I have a Lysander? Please end me. No. Ooh, that stings the nostrils. Okay. That was a good play. That was a really good play. What's a play that I make here? I can't Lysander and grab anything up. Oh, I think I'm losing that Bulu. I'm just... How many VS Seekers has she gone through? 2. Unlikely that there's those 2 cards, or if she draws into it, we're passing. I'm saving that VS Seeker for her to knock out my Bulu, and then I'm going to enter down to 1. Those Hex Maniacs are so important for the mirror matchup. Okay, you keep doing that. Strong charging. Now I have reason to fear that Vikavolt. If that Vikavolt gets a Choice Band, or if that... Ooh. Okay, if that Vikavolt hits a Choice Band, or if it's just able to Lysander and grab you, then I'm in trouble. But we are getting the N off. Okay, please. Field Blower doesn't help at all. Strong Charge, I swear to God, if I have no energies... Okay, good. I'm actually just gonna grab you. Put you on there. And we're gonna end you to 1. This is my only chance right now. I need to draw into like some VS Seeker or Lysander or something. Coco? Unless I could... No. Coco might be the play the following turn. But right now, let's Nature's Judgment just for knockout. Honestly... Ooh. Coco may end up... I need to hold on to Coco. So, I lose if... Okay, that's more interesting now. This is scary. I wish I still had a Choice Band. I think I used 2 already. No, I've only used 1. We do have a chance. I don't have Skyla anymore. She's grabbing that. Okay. We do that just to thin out the deck a little bit. We do that. I'm not placing down Grubbin because I don't want an easy knockout on a Lysander. We do this. Attach to Bulu. so nervous right now. Any misplay could just cost me the game. She very well could have a choice band in here, and she's well, no, she doesn't. She would have just won last turn if she did. She wouldn't risk that. Yes. I need to hold on to this Vikavolt to get that. Oh, not the Vikavolt. The Coco. God dang it, that draw didn't help me at all. This Coco in order to get that Bulu out of the prize card. Because she knows I'm in trouble right now. Okay, that's fine. Please don't have Lysander. Please don't have Lysander. If you don't have Lysander, no. Okay, that's fine. I think we win. Well, we don't win. If she hits Choice Band... She didn't... Oh, she's thinning out her deck. Smart. She's digging for that Choice Band. That's what she has to go for. That's what she has to go for. She's got 28 cards. Probably 2 or 3 of them are Choice Bands. Please. There goes a rare candy. Please, no. Please, no. If she doesn't hit the Choice Band here, I bring down Tapu Koko and I one-shot her. Please, with my GX move. Please, please, please. I don't think she has it. I don't think she has it. But she thinks that she has another turn. She doesn't because of my Koko. And she didn't Hexamaniac either. Oh my god, this is terrifying. And she's taking so long! Just attack me! Just do it! Just get it over with! That doesn't... Okay, that's 2 over 7 cards. That makes me feel a little bit better, honestly. Okay. No Choice Band. No Choice Band. No Choice Band. She's not... Coco's not able to attack. Coco's not able to attack. Yes! Okay. She's giving me all the sad faces. You could see her. I'm sorry. That was a good game, though. I'm gonna Coco now. Grab those 2. Grab those 2. Don't mess this up. Attach. Well played. Oh my god. That was such a scary game. Oh my god. Bulu only beats Bulu. Oh, that was fun. That was so much fun. The dramatic... I should have checked... I don't know if I could have seen her deck, but I should have checked how many whatchamacallits she plays, how many Choice Bands she plays. Because I think we both got very lucky during that game. Like, she got lucky in the beginning, I got lucky at the end. So I think it balances out, and it made it a one-prize game. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. Let's see what we get from this. I just hit 200 coins, so I was like, let's open this, even without saying it. We're looking for a nice little secret rare or full art, or even a GX wouldn't be bad. Hey, Darkrai, that's nice. And... Crabominable. That's our 10th of you. That's whatever. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Yellow Swallow's on, and he's playing. I hate seeing these things. Go away. Sorry. I don't accept... Aw, thank you. Thank you, everyone that says that. I don't accept friend requests. I accepted them for a little while, and then I kind of got spammed, and I kind of got annoyed, so I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Get out of here. You knuckleheads.